You make a good income, but no, you're not saving as much as you should. And the frustrating part is you're doing everything that you're told, but it still feels like nothing is moving. You have good intentions, but each month you look up to find that you didn't reach your financial goals again. In this video, I'm going to show you why it keeps happening, backed by data, and most importantly, how you can set up your own system so it never happens again. This isn't a feeling or a hunch. This is a pattern that I've seen over and over, helping families who feel stuck with their money inside of Dollar Discipline University. But before we talk tactics, we need to understand the pattern behind why this keeps happening. To do that, we need to zoom out and look at the last 25 years of how Americans save money. This chart is the personal savings rate in the US, basically the percentage of income we put towards saving and growing our money. As you can see, this savings rate hovers around 5%. Sometimes it's slightly higher, sometimes it's slightly lower. But then we see this massive spike in April 2020 where this number goes up to 32%. What happened back then? It was the peak of the pandemic, right? A really tough time for many financially, emotionally, etc. But the truth is we were forced to stay home and spend less money, and that's shown in this chart here, which is the personal consumption expenditures chart, which is a fancy way to say this is all the stuff that we buy. For the most part, this graph steadily increases over time, then at the same exact point, April 2020, a steep decline. Here are the two charts side by side so you can see the impact. Fundamentally, when we spend less money, we're able to save more money. Spending money is a choice, saving money is a choice. So how can we create an environment that allows us to succeed every single month? That's where the personal finance operating system will come in handy. It's what I go into great detail inside of Dollar Discipline University, so head on over there to check out the whole thing. But for the purposes of this video, I just want to get you started. First, it's important to have a baseline, an understanding of where we currently are in our finances so we know what to focus on in the next steps moving forward. When we go to the doctor, they don't automatically put a cast on our right arm and send us on our way without actually trying to figure out what the problem is. They ask a bunch of questions, right? They do a baseline of tests, they check your breathing, your heart rate, they scan stuff, whatever. So if we can normalize this baseline process in other parts of our life, why not with our finances? The first step in the personal finance operating system is just 6 simple questions to kind of get you started, get a little momentum going, and I've linked that down below this video if you're interested. The next step is understanding where we have been spending all of our money, and I call this the 3-month look back. So grab all of your bank statements, your credit card statements, however you have spent money, and you can summarize this through AI or you can do it manually. Once you have those 3 months of spending history, you're going to want to organize it by category. And if you get through that step, congratulations, because you've already beaten like half the people that have started to try and do this. There's a lot of friction with the 3-month look back process. A lot of people that I've worked with have been maybe anxious or nervous to kind of do this. And then as they're doing it or after they're doing it, they're like, wow, I should have done this way sooner, or wow, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. And it's really helpful to see where's my money going. And now I have a game plan moving forward. Then we're going to pause the number stuff really quickly because we need to figure out what we want to start spending our money on moving forward. And I call these the North Star goals. So think about things like your life goals, your financial goals, maybe a non-negotiable that you have in your life right now. We want to document those on one list. So for example, if you clicked on this video, one of your North Star goals might be, hey, I need to start saving a little more money. So you'd have something on your list based around that. We aren't trying to create the perfect goals here, just ones to help us get started. We can change them at any time, so don't spend more than 10 minutes on this. After that, the next goal is looking at our 3-month look back data, looking at our North Star goals, and now kind of merging them together to figuring out, okay, how do I actually want to start spending my money moving forward? And then we realign our money to make it happen. Personal finance is all about trades. We can't have it all. So we have to use our limited resources, our time, money, effort, our sacrifices to the things that we care about the most, and then be okay trimming the fat around the edges of everything else not on our list. This was a very high level view of the first couple steps in the personal finance operating system. So if you want to dive a little deeper, you just got to go to Dollar Discipline University. It's a free community. You could check it out for yourself and start building today. Did you know that something crazy happens when you put $500 a month towards your financial goals? This is such an important dollar amount to pay off debt, save more money, grow our money. Find out why in this video right here.